Once upon a time, there was a fisherman who was diligent in his work. Every day, he would catch one fish and bring it home, where it would stay until it was consumed. Then, he would go back to the shore to catch another fish. One day, as the fisherman's wife was cutting open the fish her husband had caught, she saw something astonishing. Inside the fish's belly, she found a pearl. She was amazed and exclaimed, "A pearl inside a fish! Glory be to God!" She called out to her husband, "Look what I found! It's a pearl!" The husband, equally surprised, responded, "A pearl inside a fish? What a wonderful wife you are! Bring the pearl. Perhaps we can sell it and buy something other than fish to eat." The fisherman took the pearl and went to the pearl merchant who lived next door. The merchant looked at the pearl and said, "I cannot buy this pearl. It is priceless. Even if I sold my shop and house, I couldn't afford it. But go to the master merchant in the neighboring town. He might be able to buy it from you." The fisherman took his pearl to the master merchant in the neighboring town and told him the story. The merchant was astonished and said, "By God, brother, what you have is priceless. But I have a solution for you. Go to the ruler of the city. He is capable of buying such a pearl." Standing at the palace gates, the fisherman waited for permission to enter. When he was finally admitted, the ruler was amazed and said, "This is exactly the kind of gem I'm looking for, but I do not know how to price it. Instead, I will allow you to enter my private treasury for 6 hours. Take whatever you want. That will be the price of the pearl." The fisherman replied, "Perhaps you could make it only 2 hours. 6 hours is too long for a simple fisherman like me." The ruler insisted, "No, 6 hours full to take whatever you desire from the treasury." Entering the treasury, the fisherman was astounded by what he saw. It was a vast room divided into 3 sections, the first filled with jewels, gold and pearls, the second with a luxurious bed that promised the ultimate comfort, and the third with all kinds of delicious food and drink. The fisherman thought to himself, 6 hours is a long time for someone like me. What will I do with all this time? He decided to start with the food in the 3rd section, eating to gain strength to gather as much gold as possible. He spent 2 hours eating until he was full. Then, on his way to the 1st section, he saw the luxurious bed and thought, "Now that I've eaten, why not rest and gain even more strength to collect the gold?" He reasoned, "This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How foolish it would be to waste it." So he lay down on the bed and fell into a deep sleep. After a while, he was awakened by a voice calling, get up, you foolish fisherman! Your time is up." The fisherman was shocked and pleaded, "Please, I haven't had enough time." The palace guard said, 6 full hours you spent in this treasury, and now you wake up from your slumber wanting more time for jewels. Shouldn't you have spent your time gathering all these jewels first and then gone out to buy the best food and make the finest bed? But you are a foolish, heedless man who thinks only of the immediate comfort." The guards took him outside, and despite his pleas, the fisherman was thrown out of the palace without having taken anything. Our story ends here, but the lesson does not. Did you see that precious pearl? It represents your soul, a priceless treasure. And the treasury? It is this world. Look at its grandeur and how we use it. The jewels are good deeds, the luxurious bed is heedlessness, and the food and drink are temptations. So, my brother, isn't it time for you to wake up from your slumber, leave the luxurious bed, and gather the jewels of good deeds before your allotted time, your life, ends, and you leave this world in regret?